How's it going, guys? It's Traffic91 here with another My League rebuild, and today we're doing the Denver Nuggets. So first off, let's jump in here. Let's get some trade logic turned off, that recently restricted rule, and let's also jump down, make sure that we're on Hall of Fame. So today, guys, we're going to jump in here and do the Denver Nuggets. Now, I haven't done these guys before. I know they got Jokic, and I love to try pick up Jokic in these rebuilds if I can. Not always possible, you know how it goes. But let's first off here, let's jump in, get the draft class going. So let's go Embrace the Pacers 2017. Got 2018 and 2019 draft class. Looking forward to using those. Let's jump in here. Let's check out the quant squad. So we got Nikola Jokic. Very nice piece. Let's just check out that contract. 3 years we've got him for at 1 mil. He's an 88 overall already. 21 years old. Gary Harris as well. Got him for 2 years, this year and the next year. Gallinari, we've only got 1 year on him. He has a player option. I think he might accept that. I actually don't know. Wilson Chandler, we've got a bit. So let's just, first off, let's just quickly jump in and have a look at everyone's contracts here. So next year, we are losing Mason Plumlee and Roy Hibbert. Roy Hibbert, that's fine. Plumlee, I would like to get back. Gallinari potentially losing, and then other guys are on player contracts with team or just going into next year. So free agent wise, there's a few nice free agents. We don't have anyone there, so let's just quickly try flip someone. Malik Beasley. Let's try get rid of Malik and see if we can pick up just a first rounder or something like that. Yeah, it's not bad. Kelly, you're not a bad backup piece. Ooh, Tony Allen I do like. I do love grabbing Tony Allen and flipping him to a small forward position. So, there's no one else? No, there's no one else. So let's try grab him straight up. No, they want that second rounder. It's a second rounder. It's not that big of a piece. So we can now get him and we can flip him to a small forward. So that's perfect. Now, I still want to try and get rid of someone. So, Mike Miller. Does anyone want to take Mike Miller off my hands? For a pick. You know what? I'll probably take that. Yeah, let's grab that one. So we get a second round pick. Perfect. Now we can drop that guy from the roster. Let's go in here. Roster. And let's release him to free agency. So, free agent wise, I didn't look at how much cap we had actually. Oh, we got a fair bit of cap. So, there's a few nice people here. He wants a min. Not many click edit player. Hate that. Get rid of that. Negotiate, he wants 6. So we're going to try pick up Selinger for 4 years with team option. You know, just keep him around for the long run. Try lowball him. 8.3, declines, maybe 8.4. Still declines, okay. Okay, he takes 8.5, that's perfect. So, we want to keep making some more moves here. Let's, Mudia, we do want to keep. Anyone want Hibbert? I mean, it's his contract year. I do want to get, no, not Garrett Temple. I just want a cheap contract, and if I could get a cheap contract with a second or a first, I mean, a first would be amazing, but no one wants to give that up. So, where was that trade there? Yeah, perfect. So we get Meta onto our team, and now we can also drop him from our team. So let's release him there. Let's jump into free agents here, and let's pick up Jones as well. Team option. Try lowball him as well. Maybe he'll take 5.8. No, too low for him. 5.9. Still too low. What about just straight up 6? Alright, perfect. He takes that. Alright, so what we need to do, guys, is we need to get some pieces because starting point guard, we don't have anything. We have Will Barton here, who's, you know, backup piece to Gary Harris, and maybe one of these guys can move. We've got 2 small forwards now. We actually got 3 small forwards. Kenneth Freed. He was nice early on. He's pretty athletic, but not that great. So, let's just see where people move. Okay, Jameer Nelson can play the small forward, same as shooting guard. Moutier can play shooting guard. Gary Harris can play small forward if we need him to. Will Barton also can. Didn't realize that. Moutier. Why did I say Moutier? I mean Jamal Murray. He goes up at the small forward. Gallinari, nothing. Tony Allen can't move anymore. It's fine. No, nothing. Okay, he goes to a 77 at power forward. We may as well move him to that position. And Arthur can also play it. Jokic can play the small forward as well. He only goes down 1. which is really nice. And same with, yeah, wow, I didn't realize Plumlee could play small forward as well. That's pretty decent. And same with Salinger. So a lot of the big men being able to play small forward is pretty cool. So we got to make some trades, guys, because let's just quickly check out our rotation right now. No starting point guard, and then no center. Okay, yeah, because I moved the guys to power forward, but still, it's a nice lineup. But I want to improve this, and I want to try and get some more pieces. So I'll come back to you once I've figured out our first trade. Alright guys, so we're going to do this. We're going to trade Gallinari, our first, Hernan Gomez, who is a nice young up-and-comer, the second round pick. We're bringing in Dennis Schroeder and Paul Millsap. Now I know Millsap, he's on a contract year, he usually declines that player option. You know what, let's just try and get rid of that first, see if we can get something through without it. No. Okay, let's jump back into the original trade and just get rid of that second. You really want that second. You really want that second. Right, alright, let's just take the original trade. So, we did that because we're going to get an absolute star now at the small forward position. So, if we move Paul Millsap to small forward, he goes to an 87. Along with that, Dennis Schroeder, he can go and play any of the point guard, shooting guard, small forward positions. We'll put him at shooting guard for right now. But we're going to keep making some more trades because we just bolstered up the team a bit more, but we need to keep making some more moves and try get rid of some more players or even better ones. Alright guys, so we've found another trade, and there are two potentials here, and to be honest, I'm still not 100% sure. So, Middleton, very nice player, 25 years old, 82 overall, can play small forward as well. We would be getting rid of Wilson Chandler and first. The alternative that I'm really looking at, because Tristan Thompson, 4-year deal, pretty decent, like he's only 80 overall, sure. But we're giving up a first, a second with Darrell Arthur, who's an $8 million contract, don't forget. And we're picking back up Darren Williams. Now sure, he's a 1-year deal. No, nothing in the future. It would be purposely for this one season. But that is a serviceable backup PG. So, we're going to do this. We're going to take away a couple of pieces here from one of the contenders this year. And, you know what, let's just try and get rid of that first. Terrence Jones. Don't think I want to give you up, no. So let's just go back and let's see if we can just do it without the second rounder. Want a couple seconds, you give me a first? Yeah, I'll take that. So we get that done. Let's just quickly jump in here, change those positions. So he goes up to an 80 overall. You move him there, and he does go up to a 78 without that -1. So I'm going to keep making some moves. I'm going to keep looking, and I'll come back to you with the next move. Alright guys, so I want to try get this trade done. So I want to try trade Kenneth Faried for Kemba. They don't want to do that straight up, so I'm willing to give him maybe a couple of firsts, and maybe you could take a second or two along with that. 3 seconds? No, they don't want to do that. So I really do want to get Kemba on the team. I will give him a third first. They still don't want it. What about a second? And we get it through. Alright, perfect. So Kemba, we can move you to shooting guard, just like pretty much any other point guard, and you go up. So we have some really decent pieces on this team right now. We have excess of shooting guards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shooting guards. Obviously, some could move to small forward, some can move to point guard. Obviously, no point guards and no centers at this stage. So we're going to keep making more moves here, and I'll come back to you once we've figured out the next spot. Alright guys, so next up, we're getting a smaller trade here, but we're trading away Jameer Nelson, 2-year contract for Zubac, and basically picking up a younger player. He's 3-year contract, getting a backup or actually reserve center on this team. So let's just quickly check out the coaching plan right now. So we have, let's get 10 men. Kemba Walker, Dennis Schroeder in the exact same pose, Millsap, Thompson, and Jokic. And then off the bench, we got Tony Allen, Will Barton, Salinger, Plumlee, Darren Williams. And then in our reserves, we have Gary Harris, Terrence Jones, Jamal Murray, Zubac, and Mudiay. Now we have Mudiay, Murray, Harris all in our reserves, all as really young players. And that's not really that effective for us, so I feel like I can flip some people here. I want to try trade away these younger guys because they have good value right now, and I guess I'm just going to try and make some moves, see what happens. Might not be able to do anything, but I'll come back to you once I'm there. Alright guys, I know this is a bit of a weird one, and it probably will throw our team into a bit of disarray, and we need to resort back to get a small forward. However, we're going to trade Paul Millsap, Darren Williams, maybe a second rounder. I might try to just cut that out. But we're picking up Rudy Gobert. He's 24, he's a 5-year contract, and he's only accounting for towards $2 million for our current season. So, let's get this done. We're going to try trade this. I was going to try cut out the second. It doesn't matter. I'm going to just keep it in there. So, we now have some 2 powerhouses at the center and power forward position. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, guys. I'm honestly not sure. I'm going to move some people around, probably make another trade, getting rid of these younger guys. Alright, if we're talking about clearing cap for the future, this is a really nice trade. Now, we're going to give up Tristan Thompson, Jamal Murray, and I know that's a big piece to give up, but we're giving up for Dario Saric, who is a potential Rookie of the Year in this game at least, and when you switch him to small forward, he does go even higher, as well as Robert Covington, 2-year and a 4-year deal. We're going to take that. That's going to help us in the coming years with salary. Now, what I do want to try and grab is a top 5 protected. They are not going to do that at all. No. Can I get... I just want to get something as well. Can I get a first? No, you're not going to give me that. Can I have a second? Alright, we're just going to take it straight up. So, we get that done. We're going to keep making some more moves probably, and I'll come back to you. You know what, guys? I was not going to do this, but I'm just coming back to it, and I think I'm going to do this. So, I'm going to trade away George Hill, who is only on a 1-year contract. Moutier, he's 3 years still, but he's only a 72 overall, and I know he might progress, but I just can't see him going that far. So what we're going to do is we're going to trade away Hill on his 1-year contract, older age as well. But we're picking up Avery Bradley, who is 2-year contract, and Jay Crowder, who's on a 4-year contract. These 2 players are going to be very nice on the team. So let's take that trade. We're going to get that done, and I'm going to keep making some more moves, figure out what we're going to do, and I'll come back to you. As an immediate term, this is going to help round out our team a bit. So we're going to give up Dennis Schroeder, Will Barton. I know 2 pretty decent pieces there in the team. We're going to bring in Eric Bledsoe and TJ Warren. TJ's got 2 years, Bledsoe's just the 3. So I know you're probably wondering why. What I really want here is a better starting shooting guard. So we had Schroeder was our starting shooting guard. But what we're going to do is we're going to put Kemba Walker at our starting shooting guard. So I'm going to just double check our team, see where we're at, see if we need to make any more moves. Otherwise, I'll come back to you guys with our lineup. Alright, so we have a pretty big pile up of small forwards, I realized. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to try trade away. So I want to try trade Tony Allen and TJ Warren to the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, I don't really want Spencer Hawes back. Will they do this straight up? No, I didn't think so. I only have a second to offer. Mason Plumlee for Spencer Hawes. No, I'm not really interested in doing that. What do I need to do to get this to work? Covington is another small forward, so that's alright. And then what's your cheapest contract here? Would you do Brogdon? No, you probably wouldn't do Brogdon. What else? What other contracts? You got Jason Terry, who is 39. You don't want to do that. What about with the second? Alright, perfect. So we get that done. So I'm actually going to drop Jason Terry. Do not want him on my team. And let's actually pick up Jarrett Jack. Could be a nice piece on the team. Let's drop that salary though. I don't want to pay you that much. Takes 2 mil. That's perfect. So I just need to make a few tweaks, I think, with the team here. But we're almost ready to keep on moving here. I'll come back to you in a few moments. Alright guys, I know it's weird, but I'm finding that we're running into players that we're getting really like 80, 81 players, and we have like now 3 small forwards. Like, let's just check it out, small forward position. We have Saric there as an 80, Crowder as an 80, TJ as a 77. And then at the shooting guard position as well, we have Kemba, who's the clear winner, sure. Then we've got Avery Bradley as an 81, as well as Chris Middleton as an 81. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to pick up Andre Drummond. I know it's a bit of a left field, a bit of a weird move, but let's get that done. And what I wanted is, I actually wanted a star small forward if I could have got that, but that wasn't something that I could end up finding. Now, Drummond, you can't really do too much. I can't move him down that far, but I'm going to move Rudy Gobert back to center, Drummond to power forward, and Nikola Jokic at 6'10" is going to be my starting small forward. I know, bit of a weird move, but I think that's sort of going to round out our team pretty well. Let me just quickly double check. We're missing a reserve shooting guard right now. But neither of those, so I need to trade Morris or TJ. So I'm going to try and make one last move, and I'm going to come back to you guys with our lineup. Alright guys, we've made it. Here's the final trade. Marcus Morris, Patrick Beverley. Thanks Rockets for getting me a backup, point guard, but I'm going to move him. Well, actually, let's move Jarrett Jack to the shooting guard so at least we get a bit of better. So, that's it. Let's check out our coaching plan. Bench utilization 40, yeah, sure, that's fine. So, our starting lineup encompasses Eric Bledsoe, Kemba Walker, Nikola Jokic, Andre Drummond, and Rudy Gobert. And then off the bench, we've got Avery Bradley, Dario Saric, Jared Solinger, Mason Plumlee, and Gary Harris. And then our reserves, we have TJ Warren, Patrick Beverley, Terrence Jones, Jarrett Jack, and Zubac. So, we have a pretty killer team here. You know, one thing I completely forgot to do is look at our staff. Now, what is our trading was a B-. Oh man, we could have had some pretty good, better trades. Let's just hire a new staff. So, 4 years CFO, that's perfect. Fire this guy because he is trash. Let's get him into the team. Now, this is an interesting one. They have Mike Malone right now. Sorry, Mike, but you're going to have to go because Kevin is sitting here waiting to be picked up. As well as that, sorry, but we need to trade away. We need to get rid of Ed. We're picking up Nelson as our assistant coach. Really nice piece. So, as well as this, we need to get a better scouter. I know we have no picks, but in case we end up trading for one, I want to have that. And there isn't really a better trainer out there. Maybe I can pick up the guy that's an A+ potential. And you don't want to come here for 4 years, but you can have that. So, that's nice. We get stuff done there. Now let's just run in. We're going to go to the All-Star break, guys. We're going to see how this team runs. And at the moment, we have no team chemistry, so that's going to be absolute killer at the start here. So we'll see how we've gone, and I'll come back to you once we hit the break. Alright guys, so we're here at the All-Star break. We have 42 and 14. Team's going really well. We had some couple of streaks along the way, but let's just check out our player stats and see how people are going. Conference-wise, we are equal with Golden State. They still have Steph, Clay, Kevin, Draymond, Zaza. Like, they still have a pretty decent team. As well as that, on the other side, Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee Bucks, guys, are leading the East. Look at this team. Like, how are they leading the East? Sure, we gave you Tony Allen. Is that really that big of a piece? I wouldn't have said so. So, player stats. Kemba is out day to day. So I don't know how long he's been out for. And I'm scared of that Jokic one. But he's been averaging 20 points per game along with 7 assists. That's really nice to see. Eric Bledsoe, 18 and 8 assists as well. Pretty good. Jokic, 4 to 6 weeks. So it does look like it's been a bit more serious. So he might have been out for a while. He had 14 points per game. Almost 10 rebounds per game, 7 assists. Like, he's working that small forward position really well. Saric probably coming in as the starting small forward right now. 13 points per game, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Like, really solid stats. Andre Drummond, he's got that double-double with 13 and 11 rebounds. Really nice. Rudy Gobert with 13 and almost a double-double with 9 rebounds. Avery Bradley, also double digits, 13 and 5 rebounds. then falls away from there. At the moment, Pat Bev also out for 1 to 2 weeks, and these guys haven't even played, or didn't get any stats in their games, I guess. So, we need to figure out what we're doing here. Let's just check out the contract extensions. Mason Plumlee will re-sign. We don't have enough money for him, though. Yeah, we won't have enough money to offer him. So I'm not sure. Let's just see where it flicks here. If there's at any point it's going to flick over as I can offer him. I don't think it is, and when it gets that low, there's no way they're accepting. So let's just double check our player contracts. So Andre Drummond is a big one for us right now. Actually, right now, let's look at right now. Andre Drummond, big one for us. Eric Bledsoe and Kemba are the two other ones. And then it's just like lots of little smaller contracts. Terrence Jones maybe could go. But the thing is, next season, the only player we are losing is Mason Plumlee, our backup center. So, I don't know if that's that big of a loss, really. But we could try move Plumlee here so that we don't have to try find someone new. So, what happens if we just offer up Plumlee? Is there any backup centers? Someone that's sort of decent? Like, I'm thinking like a Dwayne Dedman. He's a 1-year contract. Not interested in another 1-year contract. I'd want to get someone a bit more solidified into that position. Willie Herman Gomez, that's pretty nice, but I don't want to give up that much for him. JJ, that's kind of cool. Nene, last year, not going to give that. Daza, no, I don't want to give him that. I don't want to give him many pieces. So I don't think there's really anything I can do about that. Free agency, there's a couple of pieces, nothing too crazy. So I'm sort of thinking, you know what, guys, we're probably just going to run with this. I don't think I want to make any moves right now. Our team's going really well. Our chemistry is back to a 95%, so like we have boosted right back. And once we get these injuries out of the way, I think we're going to be really good. So I'm just going to simulate through it. I'll see you at the end of the year. Alright guys, so at the end of the season, your MVP was Russell Westbrook, almost 31 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, 1.5 steals, like off the chart stats. Rookie of the Year ends up going to Joel Embiid, 20 points, almost 9 rebounds, 3 assists, like really nice stats, 2 blocks. Lou Williams is your 6th man on the Rockets there with 15 and 5 assists. Hassan Whiteside is your Defensive Player of the Year, he had 15 and 16 rebounds. 3.5 blocks, that's pretty crazy. D'Angelo Russell, most improved with 20 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. And Steve Kerr of the Warriors goes 66 and 16 for Coach of the Year. So, the question is, did we end up getting anyone on these teams? Now I know it's pretty team-based when I take control. But let's just see, any Nuggets anywhere here? We got Andre Drummond on an all-defensive second. He is injured at the moment. Doesn't look too serious. Hopefully it's alright. Dario Saric did make the all-rookie first team, so that's pretty nice to see. Anyone else? Nothing else. Alright, so we ended up going second in the conference, guys. We are taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves in this first round. But let's just check out how everyone ended the season. So, player stats on the year. Kemba Walker finished almost with 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists. Eric Bledsoe with 18 and 8 assists. Jokic finished with that double-double at 16 and 10. 7 assists. That's really nice for the small forward position. Andre Drummond out for a couple of weeks here. He did have a double-double at 13 and 11, so that's pretty nice. Rudy Gobert stepping up with 13 and 9, almost that double-double. Avery Bradley with the double digits of 12 and 4 rebounds. Dario Saric also hitting up double digits with 12 and 6 rebounds. And then really falls away from there. So, we only have the one injury here, guys, with Andre Drummond. That's pretty nice. Standing-wise, we were only 2 games behind the Warriors. Still the same sort of team. Wow, Bucks dropped down a bit. Only 4 games behind, but they were first at the halftime, at the All-Star break. Toronto Raptors ended up finishing first in the conference, which is just, that's pretty crazy. Boston didn't even make the finals. Wow. Okay, yeah, so they lost Bradley. Yeah, okay, they lost Bradley and Crowder, and that hit their team pretty hard. That's interesting. Atlanta Hawks took their place, and Philly ended up making it too. That's weird. Anyway, let's check out our lineup. We still have Bledsoe, Walker, Jokic, Drummond, and Gobert, so he is still playing with that injury. That's okay. Off the bench, we have Avery Bradley, Dario Saric, Beverly, Salinger, Plumlee. Why are we running a 10-man? Oh, because we got a new coach, of course. Plumlee at the 10th position. Then we've got Harris, Warren, Jones, Jack, Zubac. So we have a really nice team. Got some decent reserves if we need it. We're taking on the Timberwolves in this first round. Let's check out their team. Really should go the other way. They have Cat at the top there. There's Rubio. They have Levine. Georgie Dang. You know, it falls away. Wiggins is injured, so that's a pretty decent out for them. And Payne, sure, Payne's coming back, but Wiggins out. They're really relying on Cat to hold that team together. We shouldn't have any issues. Let's sweep them here. Yeah, alright, perfect. So we get the sweep. We are taking on the Spurs in the second round here, so Andre Drummond is only day-to-day now and no other injuries, so that's nice to see. Spurs, who do the Spurs have? They have no injuries first off, but they have Kawhi, they have LA, they got Gasol, they got Parker, Dedmon. Where is Ginobili's only 76? Wow. What, they got the 3, I'd say 2, but maybe 3. We shouldn't have any issues here. I'm going to simulate current round. I'm going to get ready to stop that though, because they only were 3 games less than us. And we sweep them. Okay, so Golden State. Golden State is always the tricky one. Let's check out the rosters. Alright, so no injuries for us anymore. That's good. And on the other side, they've got Livingston out for the season. It's the backup PG gone for them. JaVale McGee, only day-to-day, so that's not crazy. And then they've got the big 3, the big 4 there, still all healthy. So it's going to be a challenge. Let's just make sure our coaching plan is all good. Yep, everyone's playing positions as expected. Let's simulate game by game. And before we continue, I don't know how early you guys noticed this. 76ers took out Cleveland in the first round. That is just mind-boggling. Anyway, let's keep going. We take the first, they take the second, we take the third, we take the fourth, we take the fifth. Okay, come on. Come on, do not let them win the sixth. Oh, wow. Okay, let's just check out a coaching plan. Any injuries that is holding us back? No. Fortunately, no injuries. I can't complain that there's injuries. So let's simulate with Simcast. Let's go to Game 7 as the Bucks win it there in the East. Let's do it. Come on. Oh my God, what is that first quarter? Warriors just blew us out in that first quarter. We need to come back here in the last few. Oh, okay. We took the lead as of the start, and look at this start of this fourth quarter. We have 14-2 right now. Can we just hold this? Let's go. Come on, hold this lead. Not let them come back. They have only scored 8 points in this fourth quarter. Look at that first quarter. They hit 45. They've only hit 8. We are taking this. We're taking the Western Conference by storm as we win it here in game number 7. And we are taking on the Milwaukee Bucks with the 4th seed. Let's just check this out. So, any injuries for us first off? No. Alright, perfect. So, who do the Bucks have other than Giannis? Come on, they got Thon out for the season. They got Jabari out for the season. How are they in the finals? They got Giannis. We gave them Tony Allen. They got Greg Monroe, Covington, Brogdon. Sure, you've got a few role players, and you've got Giannis there as the star. But this is not a finals team. If we lose this, I'm going to be so upset. 2-2, what is happening? Come on, this has to be it. Do not go to a Game 7. Perfect. Alright, we win it here in 6. Nikola Jokic is your MVP, which is pretty crazy. Like, he's playing the small forward position. He hit 19 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 block. Like, really, really nice stats there. So let's just check out everyone's final stats here in the playoffs. So, for the finals, Kemba Walker led the team with 19 and 6 assists. Jokic right there as well with 19 and 8 rebounds, 7 assists. Drummond with that double-double of 14 and 10. Bledsoe with 13 and 5 assists. Dario Saric with 9 and 4 rebounds. Gobert there with 9 and 9, almost hitting it. And then really falls away. Like, Bradley, he's a bench piece for us, but he's only getting 7 points per game. Like, absolutely crazy that it just falls off from there. But anyway, guys, we win it here in year number 1 with the Denver Nuggets. If only they ended up going with this team. I mean, look at this team. It looks amazing on paper. So, you know, maybe you need to think about where you could go in the future. But until next time, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next season as we try to win it back to back.